Hey everyone, it's Scott with Harper Health AZ. I hope you all had a great 4th of July, and I'm going to show you what I had for dinner on 4th of July. We are going to do the Tempeh black bean burgers, along with corn on the cob, and some sweet potato fries. So a nice, well-rounded, full meal there. Let's get into the first thing, which is going to be corn on the cob, and I'm actually going to be cooking that one in the Instapot. And this one only takes about 3 to 5 minutes to make. I just gotta shuck the corn. Try to get all the little strings off of this guy. Then just wash them off. We got one corn that we'll throw in our pot. Then this one, I don't fill it up with water until I have all of them in here. Alright, I got my 4 pieces of corn in there. Now I'm just going to fill it up to the line on here of 2/3 for it. Of course, you can cook this in just a pot with regular water. I like the Instapot because I can have it cooking, don't have to worry about it while I'm cooking everything else. And then a trick I found with the Instapot is you want to wipe it down on all sides and the bottom to make sure there's no water in there, to keep it from burning it. And for my Instapot setting for the corn, I make sure to set it on steam, and it takes about 3 to 5 minutes for it to cook. And right back here, I do have little cheat sheets on how to cook with the Instapot, and these are great little things that I found on Amazon that you guys can check out in the description below. With the sweet potatoes, I'm going to go ahead, wash them off first, and then we will cut them up and put them on a cooking sheet with foil on it so we can get these guys ready to be baked with our Tempeh black bean burgers. So let's get these guys washed up. Now that I got them all washed up, I'm going to peel these guys, get them all looking nice. And not sure if you can see here, but my first peel, you can still see some of it a little bit white. I like to go, if it ever gets there, till you get a lot more orange in it. And of course, once you get to this side, it's a little more slick. So you just want to make sure that you do have a firm grip on it while you're peeling so it doesn't slip out on you. Alright, we got one guy down, looking pretty good here. Go ahead and peel our other sweet potato. I got pretty big sweet potatoes. They're about the size of my potato peeler, so they should be really good, make a lot of fries for us to enjoy tonight. Now that I got both of my sweet potatoes all peeled, I'm going to go ahead and give them one more rinse over, just take off any little pieces, like that one right there. Getting my pan, and then I'm going to grab my foil to get us all set up for cooking our Tempeh black bean burgers and our sweet potato fries. Now I will go ahead and cut up my sweet potatoes. And today I'm going to try something a little different. Chipotle chili pepper to go on to the sweet potatoes to kind of get a sweet and hot mixture on. If you guys are enjoying the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It definitely helps me out a lot. Let's keep pushing to get to that 100 subscribers. Cut out my next sweet potato. In case this batch of the Chipotle chili pepper sweet potatoes doesn't turn out that great, I I'm just gonna go ahead and do some regular sweet potato fry. And now with the sweet potatoes, you can easily just bake them, and it actually brings out, well, the sweetness in them. It makes it easy to have a flavorful sweet potato fry without adding anything to it, just because baking it brings out all that sweetness for you. And then we're going to be setting our oven for 375 because it's the optimal temperature for the Tempeh black bean burgers. Since I made a whole pan of sweet potato fries, I'm going to have these start cooking about 10 minutes before the other one. And so while this one's cooking, we are going to prepare the Tempeh black bean burgers. So let's get started on that now. And then also great pairing with this meal is going to be some Zevia, and we're having Dr. Zevia with it. This one is great because there's 0 sugar in there. So overall, one of the better pops. Any of the Zevia are perfect to try out. Alright, so starting off here for the Tempeh black bean burgers, of course, what do you need? Tempeh and some black beans. These ones I just prepped in the Instapot. Makes it very easy to go from the beans in the bags, add some water, cook it in the Instapot, and it's perfect. Again, like I said, if you just refer to these little cheat sheets on how to prep with the Instapot, they're very easy, magnetic ones that stick to the fridge, so they're easy to access. Starting off with this one, we're gonna need some flaxseed. You do 1 tablespoon of this with 3 tablespoons of water, and that is an egg replacement. Now with these ones, just want a reminder that it is a great source of the omega-3s. Now we will grab 3 tablespoons of water along with our 1 tablespoon of flaxseed to make that egg replacement, stir it all up, get it ready for us, and then we'll just set it aside. Now of course be careful if you're doing this with a knife like I am. Fork is probably the easiest way to stir this all up. But once we're done to it, we just stick it to the side for now. Cut open our package of tempeh now. Alright, so with the tempeh, you want to break it up into little pieces now. And just a reminder what tempeh is. Tempeh is just fermented soybeans. So that's what most farmed animals are eating. So we're just cutting out the middleman and getting straight to the source that they're eating from. Just throwing out a little facts throughout this video that people may not know. A lot of people like the little extra stuff I throw in the videos, and if you enjoy it too, let me know in the comments below. Next, I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of burger grilling spices, and next we will be doing 1/4 of garlic salt, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Next, you will want to add 1/2 an onion, and I already chopped up 1/2 an onion for it. And now, since we made so many potatoes, we're adding them early before the tempeh burgers to get them cooking first. And then next, we will be adding 1 cup of black beans. Make sure they are cooked, of course. And then this one, I'm going to try as a little test to see how it does. And I am going to add some mesquite liquid smoke to it. Doesn't need very much for the liquid mesquite smoke because it really brings out a big flavor for it. Get us another pan so we can throw some foil on there and be able to place our burgers on it. And now our corn is actually already done. So for our corn, while the air is being released from it, I'm going to go ahead and mix up our tempeh black bean and then also add in our egg replacement of the flaxseed and water to it. And then before I put my burgers on the pan here, I'm going to give it a spray with some avocado oil, just a light one so it doesn't stick to the pan. And now we will go ahead and form our patties. And out of this recipe, you should get 4 patties. Get them nice and round, and then you will want to smash them down to be maybe about 1 inch thick, but make sure the sides stay together, because that's one, when it's baking, that it will just fall off the side and just crumble away. Make it a lot harder for you to put it on a bun or just on a pile of good veggies. And again, just getting about 1 inch thick there, pushing the sides up. Can taste great with our sweet potatoes and corn on the cob. Another nice looking patty there. Bam, right on there. I'm getting really hungry now. This stuff is going to be really good. I would say the last patty is the hardest because you're trying to get all the little pieces to stick to it. And those pieces are just the soybeans, the onion, the black beans. Notice a lot of the tempeh, so the soybeans, just doesn't want to stick to it. The little things you learn after doing this quite a few times on how to get this one to have everything stick together, get the edges up, definitely patting those in. Makes it a lot easier instead of just pushing down, because that kind of has them. And I've had it where I push down on there and they just fall off. But patting the sides to make sure it's an inch all around definitely keeps everything together. And now we got some amazing tempeh and black bean burgers all ready to go in the oven, and we will cook these guys for 30 minutes. And a tip I found through years of cooking is throughout your process you just want to clean your dishes as you're going. It makes it a lot easier so you don't have this huge pile of dishes when you are finished cooking. This is one thing I definitely like to do, because when I sit down to enjoy the meal, I want to be able to just sit there and enjoy it and not have to clean up anything after I'm done cooking it all. Now another little thing people are going to ask is, so corn on the cob, what about butter? Well, we found a way around it with this vegan earth balance butter. This one is great. This one we found in our butter section. And now we got about 5 minutes left till our tempeh burgers, sweet potato fries are ready. So I went ahead and cut up some tomatoes here and a pickle, so we have that ready. We will be using on our burgers some veganese, mustard, and ketchup. We're just going to be using regular hamburger buns. These ones we will put in our toaster oven, have those guys get nice and toasted in there, and then we will load it up with all of this stuff on there, along with some spinach that we will put on there. We will be using some cheddar style dairy-free cheese. And as you can see, as I've gone along, I have cleaned up the counter, going through the process, so once I get everything put together, I can just put my condiments away, and I'm pretty much cleaned up the whole kitchen, ready to run the dishwasher. So this is why I really like optimizing while I go through. Once I sit down to have my meal, I am done in the kitchen. All I need to do is throw my plate and silverware in the dishwasher, start it, and I am good to go. All right, let's go ahead and load these burgers up. So that was my 4th of July meal. It's a great meal. Make sure if you guys enjoyed this video, you like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And I'll see you guys next week. With the sweet potato, yeah. With the sweet potatoes, I'm going to go ahead, wash them off first, and then we will cut them. Getting my pan, and then I'm going to grab my foil to get us all set up for cooking our tempeh black bean burgers. And nope. Yep. 3 minutes on this guy. Corn. Back to my bird.
Mercy. Yeah, John Howell.
The tempeh black bean burger with sweet potato fries and corn on the top. And corn on the cob.